ABC7 is on your side tonight in the fight to keep you safe on our roadways with the ABC7 Distracted Driving Test. Experts say 6% of all crashes can be linked to drivers who take their eyes off the road to look at their cell phones. Sinead Simpson has stepped away from the desk here. She's now live in front of our studios, and she's going to take us out for a little test drive and tell us about the one she went on. Sinead?
It was quite an experience, Leon. This is our driving simulator. I want to show you a little bit about how this works. Take a look over here. You'll notice that these front wheels are actually on discs. So when you steer, then the discs are able to determine that. The gas pedal, the brakes, those are also connected to a computer system that allows the simulator to gauge exactly how quickly you're going. And if you take a look at Marty, you'll notice our driver has on these goggles. This allows him to have this virtual experience, and we can see exactly what he's seeing right here in this monitor. Now, I tend to think I'm a pretty good driver, but you want to take a look at what happened when I got some distractions behind the wheel. Putting my driving skills to the test, I hit the pedal to the metal in a driving simulator.
All right, here we go.
Things started off just fine.
You're nice and straight.
Until my phone rang.
Uh-oh, your speed just dropped. Your speed just dropped. And you just started to swerve in that split second.
Marty Forrester works with a company that makes and sells simulators, teaching people just how dangerous a split-second distraction can be.
You're over the speed limit.
Whoops. Oh, I'm about to get pulled over. I gotta call you back. Bye.
The simple act of taking a call clearly affected my driving.
Oh, whoa. Immediately, you were swerving. You went a little bit to the left, then you went to the right, and I could tell in that split second, you really weren't thinking about what was on the in front of you, but more about that phone call.
And when I got a text, I tried to steer with my knee while typing.
Be there in 5.
You look like you're under the effects of alcohol right now.
Okay, let me see if I can, because this is urgent.
And your speed is way too slow.
Okay, I'm only going 18 miles an hour because that's all I can handle while I send this text message, and I'm still crossing the line.
Even while driving slowly, my reaction time was abysmal.
And you're going to crash.
Oops. No.
See that? The brain is focused on doing one task at a time, and in this particular case, you put all your concerted efforts in looking down at the phone.
After several crashes, I got the message loud and clear.
You think that you can do all of these things at one time, but the reality is you can't do all of that at one time.
Whoa!
So apparently I'm not quite as good of a driver as I thought I was, but it was very apparent to me that the distractions make a huge difference in your response time behind the wheel. Now I have with me Marty Forrester from DriveSquare. This is the company that makes the simulator. And Marty, you see people crash and burn behind the simulator wheel all the time. I got to ask you though, is there a difference between talking on the phone and texting? Is one more dangerous than the other in your experience?
I don't really see a difference. Once your eyes are off the road, you're more likely to actually deviate from where your position is and have a crash. And we see a lot of that today on the Beltway or on any road today. Yesterday I was driving on the road to work, and at 60 miles an hour, felt a car drifting into my lane and happened to look over, and they were actually texting feverishly as well as punching in a phone number. So
dangerous situation. Tomorrow is No Phone Zone Day nationally. What do you think about this effort that Oprah Winfrey has started?
I'm all for it. I noticed that I speak to a lot of loved ones out there who have lost loved ones, and it's really important that we get safe driving on the road, get us not as distracted as we should be.
All about awareness. Now, I've been driving for about 15 years, so I have a little bit of experience, but you'll be very interested to see what happens when we put some teen drivers in the same simulator. So you'll have to get that experience tomorrow. That's coming up on ABC7 News at 5. Leon, it's going to be an eye-opening report.
All right, you got it. And by the way, Sinead, it's unanimous. Nobody in here wants to ride with you. All right, girl.
It's like that, huh?
It's like that now. All right, girl, we'll see you in a bit. Now, folks, we want to invite you to join us tomorrow morning at the museum for a special No Phone Zone rally there. The event begins at 9 a.m. and Sinead and I are going to be there along with Gail King, the editor-at-large for O Magazine, by the way. U.S. Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood will be there as well as Police Chief Kathy Lanier and some other famous faces for you. Now, after the rally, be sure to watch a special No Phone Zone edition of The Oprah Show, and we'll have more special events for you coming up on ABC 7 News at 5.